On Monday, the U.S. Supreme Court addressed the nation's homelessness crisis, debating if a ban on public sleeping was a form of cruel and unusual punishment. The case hails from Grants Pass, Oregon, and its outcome could impact towns nationwide. The court's conservative majority seemed to favor leaving homelessness issues to local governments, with the ruling due in July. Grants Pass forbids camping or sleeping on public property, defining a campsite as a location containing bedding, sleeping bag, stove, or fire. Violators could face a $295 fine or 20 days in jail. Grants Pass, home to fewer than 40,000 residents, enforces its camping rules moderately, having issued over 500 tickets from 2013 to 2018. Yet in 2018, 5 homeless individuals sued the city, claiming that the camping restrictions violated the 8th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which prohibits cruel and unusual punishment. The city responded, arguing that the penalties were necessary deterrents against homeless camps. The Ninth U.S. Circuit of Appeals disagreed, rendering the ordinances unenforceable. Nevertheless, on Monday during a 2-hour argument, the Supreme Court's conservative majority seemed to support the claims of Grants Pass attorney Thene Evangelos, who contended that issues like homelessness were complicated policy questions better addressed by lawmakers than judges. Chief Justice John Roberts echoed this sentiment. The 3 liberal justices, however, voiced concerns over the treatment of the homeless, emphasizing that sleeping is a fundamental human need. Justice Sonia Sotomayor questioned the potential consequences if every city enacted similar legislation. Where should they sleep? The justices are expected to deliver their ruling in June or July. Outside the courtroom, nearly 100 protesters rallied in support of the homeless, holding signs like "Housing, not handcuffs." The case comes as towns across the U.S. grapple with a growing homelessness problem, worsened by a shortage of affordable housing. Recent data indicates that approximately 256,000 people were homeless on any given night last year, marking the highest number of unsheltered people since records began in 2007. The issue is particularly severe in California, home to 1/3 of the nation's homeless. Among them is Peter Migliaccio, a 56-year-old man living on the streets of West Hollywood. He's been homeless for 2 months, and despite being offered a shelter bed, he prefers to stay the sidewalk of the neighborhood he's lived in for 20 years. The police move him whenever neighbors complain, but no one has told him where he can stay or for how long. "I don't want to be here," he repeated. "This is something that happens to you, not something you willingly engage in." Click on the subscribe button and stay tuned for more.